A whisper, a sound in the night. There is a light that burns bright within me, a light so pure that has once been hidden, now trying to be set free. Free from the cycles and chains that keep us bound in psychological slavery. Yeah. Always looking down, head to the ground. Hell, excuse my language. You don't even know your own name, let alone your own way. Patience is something I learn every day. To be patient with oneself is to create a new way. When it seems like nothing else is, it seems so easy to keep our heads down, to give our spirits away to the claws of the predator, which is our own self. Yet there is still so much sun in the sky burning bright, which cleanses you each new time she rises to say, hello. All you have to do is look up. Yes, that's it. All you have to do is look up and let the light shine upon your skin. Let it cleanse you and let it remind you of who you are. Let the light remind you of your true place upon the earth. Because, see, we were made to live up to our worth, to stretch our hands up in the sky and allow the light of God to take us away from our dismay here on earth. Many have taught it, many have spoke it, not many have done it. So let the guise of victimhood wash away, for you are not your past and the future only exists today. Child, take your head up out the dirt and look up to the sky. Use your wings and let them make you fly. This is your right. Yeah. Be true to yourself and you will find the light. Do not fake for another. Love yourself and your brother, and no longer will you be casted underneath the spell of iniquity. Because gold is in the utterance of a word, and life and death is in the power of the tongue. Remember who you are, they say, and let the Spirit guide your way, for tomorrow is a new day, and the mistakes from today do not matter in the great ocean of who you truly are. So, baby, let your light shine. Let it shine because you are a star.
They say that laughter is the best medicine, but I disagree. I think that it's dogs. Well, dogs and the families that they come with, really. The families who take you in like their own with no conditions attached, no requirements added. But pups are the best medicine, and I'll still stand by that. Sure, therapists are professionals and they're trained for this stuff or whatever. But really, the choices are pay hundreds of dollars on people therapy or get more silly, fluffy therapy with only the small fee of getting some dog fur on your shirt. And all I do in this therapy isn't much different from being at home. I just sit there and exist. Except this time it's with silly, furry companions sleeping on my lap, so it is, therefore, better. And I don't particularly mind that the jet black fur keeps sticking to the white of my jacket, the same way that the small actions and lessons of my family continue to stick with me. Both the lessons I wanted and the ones I didn't want, but I needed anyway. The best medicine, it isn't a pill you take, nor a chemical you get hooked on. It's the family you built out of need. The family built of bricks, not blood, the ones who will drive almost 2 hours away just to pick you up and bring you over. Even if all you really do while there is just exist on their couch. I sat on their couch, I've laughed there, I've learned there, made friends who became the closest set of brothers I could ever have. I cried there. I'll never forget what it was like having someone hear me that night when all I needed was to be heard and listened to. I'm thankful that I had my family there to fill that role. I knew I needed help and hospitalization. If the cuts on my arms and rising fear of food wasn't a clear sign of that, then I had a past I was repeating which definitely showed it. I don't want to get to that point again, I'd sobbed. I sat on the couch crying, begging for help, tears falling down my cheeks, my voice shaky and quiet. I don't want to die. They heard me and they helped what they could, and by the following day I'd gotten into a hospital. I don't think I would have kept trying if I hadn't had them. Everyone needs a chosen family like mine. Yes, I laughed on their couch. I cried on that couch. I've cried to them because they made me eat, and I've suddenly glared at them because I didn't want to admit to not being okay after they figured it out in less than 30 minutes walking with me. But I've also sobbed after hanging up on the phone with them purely because she said that they were proud of me. They'll make me laugh, and they'll let me cry when I need it. They will kick my ass into getting help whether I like it or not, who will shove a bowl of food into my hand and stare at me till they see me take a bite just because they had decided that I deserved food when I'd already decided that I didn't. Maybe the best medicine isn't laughter, or pills, or prescription. It could almost be a set of fur children, but maybe there isn't some singular best medication to take. But the found family you needed, the family you found whose fur children would turn your white coat black. That family. The ones who don't just say that you can talk to them and that they'll listen to you, but they show you. Sometimes that family is the closest thing to the made-up best medication.
This is my poem, Happy. I want to write something happy. I want to write about summer nights with my friends laughing in the middle of the day with a smile on my face. But I write at the middle of the night with a tear-stained face about all the lovers who have hurt me in the past. Really, I'm a one-trick pony. Never able to fully grasp sad, but never able to feel happy. My poems will not move or ripple emotion in people. My poems take up a space I do not deserve, a spotlight I do not want. I want to make people happy. But how does someone write about something they know nothing about? How do I sit there and listen to my friends experience an emotion I will never be able to understand? When the chemicals in my brain never give me enough. Why am I not enough? Why am I not enough to enjoy the sensation of happiness, to be crushed by anxiety and fear of not being enough? I'm too much, like mustard, but okay in small amounts. Okay if you don't leave me alone for too long. Don't you dare look away from me. I'm a turtle from down under, drowning in my misery that my body can't find its way out of. I need a chemical that everyone else takes for granted. My days are interrupted. I interrupted. A girl interrupted without being able to understand how I can swim up. My mind is being crushed with the weight of my thoughts, but the fat on my body weighs me down. My bones may be lovely, but I cannot see it.